Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, there's a lot of activity going on in Florida right now around the Fort Lauderdale cruise port and Miami cruise port. And this has led to a lot of speculation that the cruise ships are getting ready to start sailing or at least start their test cruises. So let's find out if that's actually happening or not. So many people have reported that they see more and more cruise ships pulling into the two ports, in and out, and restocking with supplies. And this has led to a lot of speculation that the cruise ships they're gearing up. They're getting ready to do at least the test cruises because they have to bring on more provisions to handle whoever's coming in for the test cruises. And yeah, unfortunately, from my contacts in the Port Authority and some people who actually work on the loading docks there, they say they really haven't been putting any more supplies onto the cruise ships than they have in past months. There is a more abundance of cruise ships, but they're not supplying them with any more food and supplies that would indicate that they are getting ready to put more people on these ships than the skeleton cruise or the cruise that they currently have on board. Now, the reason they're coming in and out is because they're getting fresh food, they're reprovisioning, and they are coming in and just sometimes changing crew members, but they are definitely not ramping up the provisions they're bringing on board. They also say, the reason you're seeing more cruise ships is because so many cruise lines brought over starting, in November and December when they thought the test cruises would be happening in January, February, that they brought over a ton of cruise ships. They brought over 65 cruise ships are now sitting off Florida coast and North American coastline. And still we have had no indication whatsoever of being allowed to do test cruises, despite being, the variants, like the virus itself being, cases are way down since December. The ramp up in the United States of the vaccine is way up as well. There still seems to be no indication for the cruise lines when they're going to be allowed to start resailing. So it does look promising that there's so many ships here. It did look promising that they're in and out of port, but the reality is they're not really bringing on anything new. So they're not like adding another 10 or 15 or 20% in food provisions that they would need if they had passengers coming on board for those test cruises. So it's only the stock that they need right now to keep running, feed the crew, keep things going. You're not seeing souvenirs and you're not seeing rings and things like that being brought on board that they would be selling, for instance, in the shops. You're not seeing any extra of that. And that would be a sure sign that they're getting ready to sail once again. So unfortunately, lots of activity does not necessarily mean they're going to restart. We can hope they do, but according to the people that I talk to who actually work in the docks there, they say they're not seeing any uptick in the actual amount of produce and provisions going actually on the ships. At least not yet. Let's hope that we hear something very, very soon that is a lot more promising, especially with everything that's going on in the right direction right now in the United States. Let's hope we can start seeing some hint that they're getting ready to at least start doing the test cruises sometime shortly. Well, I hope you appreciate this update. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.